that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
Campaign has kind of gotten off to a fiery start, I guess, with the campaign ads. Do you want to address that?
Well, I'm kind of new at this, campaigning statewide, so it's kind of interesting when we got started. I'll speak really slow. When we got started, thanks for being here.
Sorry about that.
No, not at all. When we got started, we're doing our ads. My media people said, "Well, as soon as you do an ad, your opponent is going to attack you." And I'm like, "No, that's not going to happen. This is North Dakota. I mean, we'll just talk about all the good stuff and what we want to change in the future." And I tell you, they were right. I was wrong. Within 24 hours, there was what I felt was, and it was upheld in the newspaper and some of the research, negative attacks. I mean, the thing is this. I've been in the North Dakota legislature for 26 years. So I want to admit all my faults to the world. In North Dakota, we have a citizens legislature, and quite frankly, I think that's what Congress was intended, that we would have congressmen that would, again, live by the rules that they make. And so I'm proud to have been in the North Dakota legislature. Having said that, my race is about the future. This race for me has to be about the problems that we're facing as a country, national health care, the cost and the problems that's going to create for everyone, the deficit, the bailouts, what they've done, and the simple fact that our representative is voting with President Obama 96% of the time and Nancy Pelosi 97% of the time. It's kind of like San Francisco has 2 representatives and North Dakota doesn't have one. And so my goal is to give North Dakota back its representation in the House of Representatives. I got to work on shorter answers, don't I? I'm sorry.
You mentioned about working with Republican Democrats reaching across aisle. Is it possible in the current state of Washington, which is perceived to be a very poisonous state right now?
I don't think it's possible today, but I think November 3rd it'll be possible, because if the rest of the country is like North Dakota, they want things fixed. And, they're concerned about the current policies of the Democrat president and Democrat majorities, but they want things fixed. And I believe that everyone that's elected on November 2nd is going to want to solve these problems, not just bicker between parties.
So what would be job number 1 when you get to it?
Job number 1 is our economy. I mean, the number one thing, the number one problem we've got in our country is small business is like paralyzed. They don't know what is going to come out of Washington. It's like a storm coming, kind of like a Hurricane Earl coming. You're not gonna, you're not gonna start remodeling. It's kind of like Hurricane Earl coming. And if your house is in its path, you're not going to start a remodeling project. You're just going to hunker in and wait for it to pass. And that's what's happening. Small business does not know what regulations are going to come down. Is a new health care bill going to come that's going to cost $3,000 to $5,000 for every employee? How about financial reform? Is that going to come through and tie the hands of the banks, the people that are loaning me money in a small business? What's coming next? And of course, the taxes. Taxes on small business. It appears to me that there's a class warfare going on that says anyone who has a $200,000 income is going to pay higher taxes. Those are things that, again, job number 1 is to put confidence back in small business and get them going again. Other